Baruchim habayim ledikduk dakot. This grammar video is about participle verb stems. As you remember, a participle can act as a verb or an adjective. It also has characteristics of verbs and adjectives. For instance, as a verb, it has a three-letter shorish and it has a binyan or a stem. As an adjective, it can take the definite article and it uses adjective endings. So let's take a look at what the participles look like in each of the various stems. The pa'al participle is already familiar to you. As you remember the vocal pattern as O-A. So for this word, ko-tev. You probably also remember the hollow verb, which loses its weak letter in the middle and becomes ba in this case. Notice that the pa'al participle is exactly the same as the pa'al perfect. So the only way to know the difference is going to be with context. Next, the nifal participle is very similar to the perfect, but there is one minor difference that will help you to know that niktav is the participle, and that is that it will have a kametz instead of a patach under the middle root letter. The next three participles, pl, heat pa'al, and he-feel, all start with a meme, which is very, very convenient for identifying a participle. You will love the meme. And then it takes the exact same vocal pattern as the imperfect. Notice that the PL and the heat pa'al have the dimeral, the dagesh in the middle root letter. For the heat pa'al, you get to see the tav, the dimeral, the meme, and the same vocal pattern as the imperfect. And he-feel, notice the convenient patach indicating the absence of the hey from the he-feel, and then the hirik yod. Maktil. The hollow verb in the participle, the middle vav in bo is going to turn into a hirik yod, and the vowel under the meme is tsere. So a hint about figuring out the stem of a participle, especially with these memes here. Look first at the vowel underneath the meme. Just like with the imperfect, you're looking at the vowel underneath the prefix. Look at the vowel underneath the meme, and that will be your best indicator of what stem this is. And then use the other vocal patterns and visual signs to help you as well. When we translate participles, you'll remember, we generally start by trying to use an ing. So in the situation of kotev, we would start by trying writing. If, however, there was a definite article at the beginning of the participle, ha-kotev, the translation would be more like the one writing, or you could say the writer. That is all there is to participles in the various stems. Lech l'shalom.